Hello, YouTube! Welcome to another exciting Cooking with Denoy episode. Yeah, and this time we are cooking inside of Hut 2.0 using the inverter. I mean, not the inverter. Using the stove that we made here to try to cook using wood. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time trying to get the fire going here because I think I'm not using enough small pieces of tinder. So I may have to try to restart this again, but we're trying to see if we can get the fire going and have it under control inside the hut so I can cook here using this stove versus using this butane system. The plan today is just to make a spaghetti or a pasta type dish. My son is actually out here with me today, and we are getting ready to explore, but decided to go ahead and try to have brunch. So let me try to get this fire blowing on it. Try to get the fire burning here. I think somewhat burning. I don't know if you can see the flames in there. I am getting it to somewhat burn, but the water is nowhere near boiling. I get the water to boil before I add the pasta. That's me blowing. That's what that sound is you're hearing. Do have some stuff flying around here. Embers or whatever they are called. I'm going to pause filming for now while I try to work on getting the fire to burn everywhere. And hopefully you'll see me cooking here shortly. Well, it looks like I managed to get the fire fully burning now. Just simply added some more little small twigs and a piece of paper here from the paper towel roll. And it is an open flame cooking. Seems to be controlled. So it looks like this will actually work here. My little stove here for the hut. And I am trying to boil the water. It looks like the water's starting to boil. I don't know if you can see the little bubbles they're forming. So I'm going to be adding pasta here shortly. And we're going to make our little pasta dish. The fire is like going crazy now. I gotta watch that it doesn't melt or burn the screen there, catch on fire. So I need to be careful around there. Maybe have to put a guard or something up or cook outside, which is a possibility of just cooking outside versus cooking in here. But I wanted to cook inside to see how it would be, and now that I'm seeing how big the flames are, I think for the stove I'm going to try to use it outside, and if I need to cook inside I'll use this butane burner because it's a lot more controlled, because it's going close to the screen right there. I don't think it's close enough today to catch on fire, and the fuel is going down, so it's not going to be too bad, but I don't think we're going to use the stove inside. It's going to be meant for using in the open area right out here on the patio. And cook out here on the table or on the floor or something, versus trying to do it in here next to the screen, the netting. But the water is definitely boiling. I don't know if you can see that. It's definitely boiling at this point, so we got it hot enough. So I'm going to add some rotini. Take some rotini and just pour it in. Make enough rotini for my son and myself. So we got the rotini in there, and I'm going to mix it up here a little bit and let it boil up. As you can see, the flames are actually very high. They're going over the pot. So definitely not usable indoor, at least not this close to the window. But I don't think I'll be using it indoors just for safety. We're gonna from now on we'll use this barbecue and stove thingy outside, not inside. The butane system will be reserved for a rainy day when we have to cook inside, but most of the time I'm going to cook outside because I can just use wood, so there's no cost when making this fire here versus the butane. I had bought several canisters of butane. They are kind of expensive. It's like $3 per canister, so And then each canister, my experience has been that it'll make about 3 or 4 meals. So $3 or $4 a canister, so that's like $1, 75 cents, anywhere from 50 to 75 cents per meal in fuel. Whereas here, the wood, it's free. So I will go ahead and plan on using wood for most of my cooking. To help the pasta cook a little bit faster and to absorb the moisture, I am going to go ahead and put the lid on the pot. And the flames have died down now, so it's a lot more manageable. You can see we got like embers in there burning. And it is hot. So it looks like the stove unit that we made is actually going to work. And, you know, what's cool is I can use it like this as a stove. And I can also use it as a barbecue grill. So I'm going to let the water actually absorb instead of pouring it out. And then I'll be adding the pasta sauce here. It's cheap Pasta Hunt's pasta sauce. And I don't know if I'm going to add any meat. I don't think I have any meat handy here except for maybe some chicken or tuna or these Vienna sausages. Hey Nick, do you want Vienna sausages in your pasta or no?
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
You actually like that?
Sure.
So we're gonna use Vienna sausages as the meat for our pasta dish. So I didn't bring any fresh meat. You know, I didn't have left. Normally, what I do when I cook this kind of stuff, I get like leftover chicken from the Walmart rotisserie chicken or some kind of meat that's left over, and just toss it in there. I do have some stuff I could throw in, but I probably won't, like peppers. I just bought some peppers from Thrifty the other day. You'll see I've got onion stalks over here. I'm trying to grow the onion stalks and then just cut off the tip and use them, you know, as needed, and try to keep it so it keeps growing. So the plan is to have some food that can grow out here. I do have some bananas, aloe leaf, and some onions here. Might pick up some potatoes. But essentially just storage, survival type food out here. Even though I'm not really living out here per se, I am using it as a home base. It's nice. It's got like this is a queen size bed, 2 fans, and of course we have electricity again. I brought my portable pack here just to show you it's working here. But there's no way to charge this here easily. The solar panel that I had wasn't enough. You can see it's only at 12.2, 12.3 volts, so it's pretty low. So I'll have to charge it again soon. But I'm keeping it here for now to use for like lights. I'm going to turn on light to show you. See, we have light. You know, let there be light. So, and of course we can also run the fans. See, nice and cool when sleeping out here at night, and it keeps the mosquitoes away. And that's the power of having electricity out here. It gives you a little bit of a home feel. Well, I am going to go ahead and check on the food, get the Vienna sausages in there, and hopefully we're going to have a good meal here in a few minutes. As you can see, the embers are here, and it is warm, nice and warm, but I want it a little hotter because I'm going to be adding the sauce here in a minute. So I'm going to toss in some more sticks. I guess we can even put it in from the side here. But I don't want it too high, but I do want the flames coming back up here in a minute. So I'm adding a couple sticks that will hopefully catch on fire here if I can get it to burn. Ooh, I don't blow too much, but these are just some little sticks to try to get the fire going a little bit again. I don't know if you guys can see the flames are starting back up again. That's good. I don't know if you know, but like wood a lot of times has gas inside. Like I think it's methane. So when it heats up, the methane actually, you can hear it like go make a sound like shh. That's methane. Trying to get some flames here on this. Maybe I'll toss some paper in there just to help it out a little bit. You put some paper in there. it to burst into flames here in a minute. Instead of just making a lot of smoke. So that's another reason for having the vent up there. There's smoke in my eyes. Well, it looks like I've made a lot of smoke. Not enough oxygen. Well, this is what happens when you're trying something new. Obviously, yeah, definitely don't want this inside. It is making a mess. I think I'm going to take it outside right now, as a matter of fact. It's a good thing we have handles on there. As you can see, I've moved the unit outside here. And I think that's going to be better. So this is where I'm going to cook, is out here instead of in there with this portable stove. It's just too messy and too dangerous. Out here is dangerous with all this tinder all around, so obviously you want to control anything flying out. But, you know, I think it's safer out here than inside the building, cooking it in there, where it could actually catch on fire into the building and then burn the whole hut down. So here we are, and I think I'm ready to add the sauce and then the meat too. All right, I've got the Vienna sausages ready to go, the spaghetti sauce ready to go. Looks like most of the water has boiled off. Yep, time to pour in the sauce. Hopefully this isn't burning right now. Go ahead and pour in our sauce here. Just use the whole can. Now I do take out all the food that I make, you know, when I cook, like all the cans and stuff, because this smell of food will actually bring animals here. And because we really are in the woods, the wilderness, you don't want to leave food out. It could attract bears, it could attract all sorts of animals that are out here. So here's our spaghetti, and we're going to add our little Vienna sausages. This will be my first time Vienna sausage spaghetti, but that should give us some protein. I did dump out the liquid away from the camp, but here we are with the Vienna sausages, and I guess we'll just let it heat up a little bit more. And I'm going to set this down here. Alright, so we've got that set. We're letting this cook some more. I am going to cover it up and let it just boil up some more. This should be a very interesting meal. To give the food a little bit more zing, I am going to add some oregano leaves and some Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. So open that up, pour in the oregano. Lots of oregano. And some cheese. Smelling good already. I hope I don't attract all the wild animals. So let me stir that up a little bit. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Alright, I think I'm going to add a little bit of chopped onions for a little extra zing. Just to bring out the flavor a little bit more. And let's go with a little bit more oregano. I don't think you could ever have too much oregano. And I think it's about done. So I'm going to serve the food here in just a moment. Here then is the finished product. You see we've got our pasta dish with the Vienna sausages. And I am going to add some crushed peppers. I like things hot, spicy.